to be baited from the tornadoes, 3 of them have to be baited from the boss, and 2 tank busters. Roy has a lovely diagram for this. Go look at the diagram for 30 seconds. I should not need to say any more than that.
Yeah, why does he have me going out to one of the tornadoes?
You're not.
You're not.
Where do you see yourself going out to the tornado?
Kids, you're the fucking botanist. Are you blind? Or do you think you're the clown?
Oh, I couldn't fucking tell what he was using.
It's the botanist icon I got from 9.
Anyone else, has it gone over anyone else's head of the picture he's chosen to use for the boss, by the way?
Yes.
I haven't looked at the boss picture.
That's my bird. he is literally our diagram boss.
Good bird.
Susie, I know.
Anyway,
It seemed fitting, so.
third set is essentially a version of Oracle with a little Blackfire twist on it. Well, you can use a lot of comparisons. Blackfire was the one that came to me, for me. You can use Sewage Eruption as a comparison as well. It's bongos that we want to. So basically, 3 towers go out. The purple one is going to have a knockback coming from that direction. You guys remember basic relativity? Same shit. There's also, now admittedly I didn't see this at the time, but I'm assuming Roy has reviewed the footage, so he knows it's there. There are going to be AoE puddles that will target people, that will drop under us, and we have to lead them into a line to head for the knockback. Then after that, what will happen is the 2 tornadoes are going to do a dynamo on each of them, or a donut, for those who are not UCOB experienced, and by those I'm referring to Waffle, unfortunately. Okay, so then it's a matter of, is it stack or spread? If it's a stack, we have a picture for it. If it's spread, then spread accordingly. It's the Oracle opener, guys. Most of you should remember Oracle's opener.
Yeah. And we should probably get knocked back in 2 groups so that people are spread. If we're all knocked back to one side, it's gonna be trouble to spread out.
Yeah. Also, it could also be that it's gonna be stack at some point, because we don't know if it's random. So if we spread into 2 groups evenly, that should also always be good.
Well, the thing is, it sounds like a lot, kids, but you have to realise this is just 3 sets of mechanic that happen back after each other.
Is the donut AoE coming first, or is it the stack and spread?
It's the donut AoE first.
Yeah, we didn't see the stack or spread coming out because I died.
We're going under the assumption, we're going to act under the assumption that it can be either, because if you look at the mechanic, it should work for either, and that he will choose at random, and then following the typical Savage rule, whichever one he does first, he will do the other second until we know otherwise.
Yeah.
Also, we don't know at this moment if knockback prevention will work.
No,
Someone needs a volunteer. Yeah. So if someone wants to volunteer to test it.
A volunteer, implying that there's a knockback, I wasn't going to test it anyway. What did you take me for, Aria? Caster?
So Krim is gonna be the volunteer.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Sorry. Go on, Roy, if you had something else to add.
I'm also gonna try it, just so we have at least 2 people doing it.
Sorry, what is this that we're trying?
Knockback prevention.
Waffle, stay on point.
Okay.
Like, stay in the voice if you're going to type in party text as well. Come on, stay in the conversation. Because you're going to have the front and centre in a second. So, there's one more thing that I want to go over, and this refers to Fountain of Fire. But before we do, though, I want to offer everyone a reminder of sorts. And I am going to use Waffle as an example for this, because you earned this, and you know you have. We've cleared, most of us except for Waffle, but she has cleared 1, have raided for a very long time. We've cleared 3 ultimates, we've done some really good savage runs, and we've gotten some good logs, of course. You know, we're a very good team. We've worked very hard for it. But that is not an excuse for anyone to get cocky and drunk on their ability. So, this whole thing, and this applies to everyone, of course, you know, if you ever have any ideas of trying something mid-pull, and it could potentially get you, or worse, multiple people killed, you don't do it. Period. It's a stupid thing to do, And if that thought has ever crossed your mind, I want you to think about why that's a really stupid thing to do. Because it is. It wastes our time, it makes you look like a fucking idiot, and no one has a good time when that happens. So, that's not going to happen from anyone, whether it's Ultimate or Savage or fucking Dungeons. Is that clear?
Yeah.
I agree, except for the dungeons part.
I was embellishing a bit, of course.
I know.
But now, why do I bring this up? Because before I let her explain why, Waffle, would you care to tell the team why you wiped us on Fountain of Fire yesterday?
We didn't wipe.
We didn't wipe.
And
I just died.
you took half the team. Then,
Did I?
yes. You took out at least the majority of the DPS.
Well, I wanted to see if the melee uptime thing would work.
Had you informed the team beforehand about this?
No.
Or you
Well, I tried to, but then you said it sounded too confusing.
No, I don't recall this at all.
I just remember you trying to say something and then Krim saying something and then you didn't want to say the thing you wanted to say. That's the only thing I remember. I don't remember ever hearing anyone say it's too complicated. At least that's for me.
In any case, now with that going forward, what Waffle did want to try is actually a very, very, very good idea, but it does sort of put a new spin on how we do Fountain of Fire. So, Waffle, you have the floor. Don't waste it.
Can we go into P3S first?
Oh, yeah. Let me do a ready check. Make sure everyone has their shit.
We can also just show it on the drawing tool, which is probably going to be easier. I still have the old one from yesterday open, so we could use that, for example.
Never anyway.
Okay.
One from yesterday is still open.
Relink it, because I don't
Yeah, I
know
did it.
how much shit's behind now. Thank you.
At this point, you might make another channel in the Discord with links for the different pictures.
I'm debating making a shame channel, honestly. Where every time someone does a fuck up or something bad that they know they shouldn't do, it permanently pops that for everyone to see forever.
Isn't that the 8 Memories channel already?
Yeah.
Funny, that's funny goes. I'm talking shit that they've been warned on before. And you might think I'm highlighting any here particular offer, but the team have been guilty of other things that they knew they shouldn't do, and they were told not to do, but they still went and did it again anyway later.
You mean certain primal jumps?
Wait, what are you talking about, man?
What's this Warrior's skill again that gets you close to the enemy? Because it's your ultimate.
You mean when it happened once and I didn't know that was going to happen?
You mean twice.
With the second time it happened?
Once was in Eric, the second one was, I think, in Eric as well, when you also got closer to something happening.
No, I never wiped us twice with Primal Rend.
No, he just
No, I think it was with the death line during Intemperance.
that only happens once.
Yeah.
All the other times was
Also
just
another
spooky.
example when you jumped in.
And I learned from that night, I don't do Primal Rend there until it's over. So, yeah, no, that's not me. I learned. But I want to point out at the time I didn't even know it was going to do that. Because I didn't know where the line was.
To get back to the thing,
Mm-hmm.
this was a diagram, but I see people haven't removed their drawings yet, so let me just...
No, the pillar ones can stay. That's fine. But the fountain ones can stay.
I would rather replace them if that's okay.
There you go. We
Alright,
have
we'll
all
make it
gone.
Well, don't try not to take too much. Try not to take your sweet time.
Wait,
On,
they're still on my screen, alright? I
Oh.
can still see everything.
I guess we're just using a new one then. There we go.
I don't know who drums, so...
Close the current one. Open up a new one.
Alright, I'll try and make it swift.
Again, we're on the clock, so there's no time to be to polish it.
Alright, so we have these fountains starting on the outside, and the idea before was that we took the AoE, and then pointed the bird feed outwards. However, we don't actually have to do that. A way we can keep uptime is if we handle the AoEs inwards like this, and then the two people switch positions for their birds.
Why are you using orange on a bloody...
Waffle, I see a problem. Oh wait, no, actually I don't. I actually don't.
I didn't want to interrupt her, but I also thought, Waffle, you chose a terrible colour for
Yeah,
this.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you need to put the bird somewhere where the other person needs to go behind it, right?
Yeah, so that will still be in melee range though.
It's doable.
Also,
Because the way you've drawn it, it's kind of like you just stand where the other person was.
You will kill each other.
Yeah,
So
you
I
go
saw-
behind the bird for this.
Yeah, I saw that as well, and I also assumed that, that she was embellishing a bit here, cutting some corners.
Yeah, sorry. You do want to go behind the bird or you'll get hit by both of them. And the reason this works is because the middle doesn't actually need to be safe. Because the pair of the next two, they don't need to be in the middle of the hitbox, they just need to be closer than the other pair to get the next AoE, and then do the same thing.
Basically, you drop your AoE marker in the direct. You drop your AoE marker on a particular side, and then you go directly opposite through the boss in melee range.
Yeah,
Well,
and the
obviously-
benefit of this is...
So a way to think about it would be that if you want the bird charging through 3, you would drop the bird at 1, and then pretty much that. Go back to 3.
The benefit of this is we don't need to use both tank immunities and kids gets full uptime.
It is true.
I have 2 questions.
Go ahead.
First question, are you not going to shoot the birds at our healers?
Huh? Sorry?
If you place them in front of the fighters of fire, like the fart of fires will go off before the bird charges, so they'll be out of the way before.
Also, with that as well, no, that's not really an issue, because the fountain of fires are big enough that Roy and Law can literally just stand to the side of it, so that they're out of the bird's way, if need be.
By the time these tethers are going off, wonderful healers will already moved around.
To be honest, I can't imagine why more than Roy would want to decide to, stand dead centre of the fountain anyway. It's a bit weird. Just remember
If
that.
they're happy to try this.
Doesn't affect me at all.
Will it, I mean, you already said it, like the positioning, etc., but will it not still make it tight?
So
Depending
when
on
you-
whether the boss is to be close to the boss?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I mean, the boss is also going to move depending on where the tanks are. Is it not still making things weird, trying to stay closer to the boss so that you get marked in your order?
That should be in the center.
For one, if the tanks are doing this threat, the boss will turn, but it will stay in the middle because they keep a melee uptime.
If you're concerned about the fact that obviously the birds will charge directly through the centre now, don't worry, because we can still bait as we normally do by having 2 people dead centre. Their AoE markers will appear on them before our birds go out. So all they have to do is, as soon as their AoE markers have appeared, they get out of the way. That's it.
That's not fully true for the third group. The third group has to be cautious of the first set of birds, so whoever goes last needs to be cautious of the first set. But that's pretty easy because the other 2 people will already be out. You don't have to be dead center.
You don't have to be in that center. We could say that's like the people who are supposed to pick up their AoE markers go inside hitbox and you stand just outside it.
Yeah, true. Again, at the end of the day, it's just of the rule of make sure you are the closest to the boss. That's all. So if you're done with your bird, just make sure you're out the way of stuff, but you're not inside the boss's headbox. That's it. At that point, you can just stay rotating with the healers.
Is everyone happy with this?
Sure.
So
Doesn't
I have a
change
question.
anything for me, so...
Siegfried, you had a question.
So I used yellow here to mark these. Each set of puddles, or AoE markers, they're across each other, yes?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
opposite.
How do they not kill each other?
How does what not kill each other, sorry?
The charge is a line AoE that extends beyond the person it targets.
Easy.
How do the people that place the AoE markers, if they are across each other on the same pair, how do they not kill each other with the charges?
Easy. Or easy. Once you place your marker and your bird appears, you go across to the other side and then sidestep to the left or the right. You'll see the bird next to you.
Okay, Siegfried. So if our first charge is the blue, okay, it's not drawing.
I mean, I just told him Waffle.
I mean, seeing it is different from talking about it.
Okay.
The first bird will charge like this, and the other one will charge like this, so you can just stand here. So the
Okay.
The way I see it is that you're gonna. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. So if we imagine this blue is the first set going to the first person who's come from south to north, and then the red.
Which blue? There's so many blues.
Yeah, sorry, other people have drawn it. Right, I'll use red and green. So if red is the person who's come from south to north, the AoE will look something like this. And if green is the person who's come from north to south, the AoE will look something like this. So they don't end up overlapping each other. You only get hit by one. Because you're standing behind the bird, and the bird only is going to cleave in front of it. You're standing behind the other person's bird.
Yeah, stand behind your partner's bird. That's it.
And that's what we do in the ad phase before.
And if there's concerns about, say, because when I'm doing it, if that will slightly pull the boss, because it means it could have that issue before. What I personally would prefer to do instead would actually be would be just going to the side of the bird rather than standing behind it.
You would tilt the birds then.
Yeah, why is that an issue?
Depending on which way you tilt, you might make a dangerous one.
Except, isn't it also up to you guys to make sure you're not in the path of a bird as well?
I mean, I'm just gonna do my puddles, and if I get hit by a bird, then it's you guys' fault.
the first
If you're rotating this way, right, and I place my bird on one, and I go to Frey, I'm gonna lean towards the right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You should even need to do that, because by the time the bird charges, you should already be on the second fountain.
I know, but
Yeah,
that's why I'm extra saying, if I get hit, it's you guys' fault.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, you have options really. You can stand behind the bird, you can stand to the side of it, as long as you're not leaning too hard of a direction, it should be fine.
Alright, so where do you position the puddles exactly then? On the line of the boss target marker?
Okay, so the way the puddles should be targeted is you shouldn't be standing at max melee, because that would defeat the purpose, because the person would have to go past your bird and out of melee range.
So you want to be maybe just slightly on the hitbox border?
Yeah, as long as you basically just want to tickle the fountain so that you're still destroying it, but your bird is still like not too far out.
What do you mean destroying the fountain?
Yeah, destroying the fountain.
You don't destroy the fountain with the puddles.
That's not how it works.
With the AoEs.
Pop the fountain with the AoE.
No, you
The
don't.
healer, no, the healer hits the fountains.
Yeah.
Personally, like I said, I'm not concerned about the dilemma of standing behind the bird. To me, if the puddles are rotating clockwise, then all I do is place my bird, then stand anti-clockwise, or to the right, I suppose, of my partner's bird, and that's good enough for me.
Okay. Also, this isn't relevant right now. I already stopped listening. I got the information I wanted.
Right, good.
Well, if nobody's confused, what are you confused about?
I'm just saying Waffle seems to be confused because there's no interaction between the birds and the fountain.
Yeah.
At all.
Did you think that was?
I did. This still works.
It does.
I want to review the mitigation needed and the point that it is needed during the ad phase, after doing it some more today.
Sounds good.
Alright, that's it.
Once and more or less review. You said you wanted to review it, Siegfried.
After
Yeah.
we're doing a couple more tests.
Right.
Yes, I specified.
Alright, we'll set up your food then, and we're good to go. Unless there's any more questions.
Cardiamo?
Yes, I'm still doing my pre-flight checks.
Your pre-flight
That-
checks?
that- Yes. You need to be a certified
Here we go then.
sage operator.
I see.
Alright, there was one thing. That's fine, I can talk about it a bit. I'm doing this.
Nice for the warning.
To be fair, kid, I did tell you last night. Yes, that was partially my bad. It slipped my mind until we started pulling. Anyway. Shiva. Starbird. Pulling him back to the middle.
It's funny that we only started doing this now, considering we do it on normal.
Yeah, it just hit me last night.
Oh.
Well, well, at least I didn't forget a mechanic. Right, so yeah, I'll quickly go over that. I did talk about it a bit last night, but basically, to deal with the dilemma of the boss in the beginning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull him hard north to begin with. Obviously, again, he locks in place. You can still hit him from the middle, so we can still stack up for that. If we get the big one, that's easy. Melees will be able to keep attacking. If we get the Shiva one, it's fine for every pattern except the if we get east and west starts, then it kind of becomes annoying because I will take the boss briefly, but I will try to quickly get him back into a cardinal. Now, obviously, if under that scenario, if he was to go west, for example, and he did Starbird, that's a problem for the people who go south. So I don't know if the best suggestion would be if everybody just goes north in the opening fire bloom.
That's good.
If that's okay by everyone, then that should solve the dilemma. Is there any issues for anyone going north, regardless of which one we get?
I mean, with the Searing Brands one, we do north anyway, so it's
No,
movement and
No, this specifically only applies to the opening one. For the Searing Brand one, I can't do anything about that one.
No, but we already go north for the Searing Brands one, so why should it be difficult in the opener? That's...
As long as it causes no problems for anyone, that's fine. Right.
I'm still going south on the.
Well, if that ends up when we end up that pattern I mentioned, right, I am sorry. I asked, and I have not been told it's an issue.
Okay, then it should still be fine.
One time, yeah. I'll wait till it locks. Okay. Don't need to pull him that far then. Starbird. Good positioning. Can I turn him quick? Yep. Yeah, sorry if that was a little further than before, guys. I was still sort of playing around with how far I needed to pull him. busters. And stack up. Sprint if you're not sure. And out. There we go. Starboard. Into tank busters. Stack up. Out. And 2 dive bombs. We have partners. Make sure you can find north. You should be okay, Siegfried. I think now I'm distance off, stacks us off. Find your tethers.
No, it's not okay.
Is that why? Yep. They close, alright, into the wall then.
2 birds had damage up.
They go to damage up.
Okay, could you guys...
Yeah, I'll take the full for that. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't touch the second bird once
Yeah.
it was low and then it dropped.
Who's on Siegfried's axe again?
Me and Waffle.
It's me and I. Yeah, I take the full for that. I thought it would be there by the time I cast ended, sorry.
See, the problem we have here as well is that we have a very high damaging DPS and a DPS who might deal high damage because of R&D.
If the bird is low and I have my procs, I'm not gonna use them.
Yeah, I probably should hold back more there, sorry.
Arya and Tungsten.
Yeah. Just to make it easier, would it be for the best if both healers swap to mine?
Grim, tank stance.
I was getting there. Would it be for the best if both healers swap to mine to prevent this as an issue?
Will
Do you
be
feel
not
that
doing
Mommy
enough
will
damage, I
drop?
think.
You can try that, but I need to be within range of Zegas.
Well, you can heal and attack everything from the middle. Well, then again, you can't, actually.
Flat low though.
Exactly. And also, your AoE is point blank.
Out. Starbird. Oh, that's so much comfier, isn't it?
Yep.
What did you do to that waffle?
Oh, that might have been my bad. I went to hit in a chaos, but I did not target the fucking flame.
Yeah, that's a big problem, especially when you're paired with someone like me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Waffle just
Fucking-
melted ours.
That wasn't mine.
Sorry
I
about that.
Me and
clicked on the
ours
wrong
are
one.
melted hours.
Was it you and me who were hitting the one then? Rob?
Yes.
Oh god, of course.
I was even precasting my cast, so I can't really do anything.
It was the awkward setup where I couldn't immediately go into Decimate because it ended early. And so I prepped it in a Chaos, but before I could retarget, the GCD went for one of the damn boss.
Shit, I took all my shoots.
Spicy.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
I mean, it's the opposite of spicy.
What's not good? I'm confused.
Stop doing
BBN.
that, Mom.
Sorry, what?
It's DBN. It's not breaking.
Yeah, because they overlooked the proper shield priority, and these smaller shields have priority over DBN.
That's not how that should be.
I mean, you both get a DPS gain from the shield breaking.
Why you guys run to the starboard? Why you guys run to the side there? You can just go straight through it.
Amazing.
Good job, Molly. It's very
The
easy.
mechanic from the front and from the back is confusing me sometimes.
Well, maybe don't go south then, you moron.
Anyway, don't put that on Krim.
Gangbusters. Having fun dancing around that one. Okay, is that great?
Yep.
Doesn't take any
fine.
damage.
I'm just surprised to see him after an AoE lower than everybody else.
Because he just took a tank bust.
Really? Shiva? You guys clip that so much. Warbird?
Who do I even choose for my card at this point?
Probably me because I'm in burst.
Yeah, I already carded you, Nai.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Siegfried.
It's okay, just cut me
Sorry,
again.
I said. I think you double clipped me, Siegfried. No, I couldn't have, because I would have died.
No, I was already out by the time you grabbed mine.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
fucker.
wasn't thinking it like that, yeah. I had a stupid moment, sorry. Quick march. I think we'll be okay. Make sure you can find North. Stop crying more. You chose to go on.
No, I'm not crying, it's just I crit the shield on Ari.
Stances off. Find your timbers. To the middle. Separate them now. Alright. Tank Busters are next. Fledgling fight will be up soon. Right, we have double plume. Let's see what we're getting.
I feel like the whole team
there's
went
too many people
one
here.
way.
Went to the wrong side because I had brain fire than you see the first one.
Sorry, can I have a clarification? I don't remember which party I'm going with.
So the northern party, the melee party, is going east, and the other party is going west.
That's correct. I saw the second
Okay.
one, and I didn't see
So-
the first one.
I'm from south clockwise.
Yes.
Okay. I got it right then.
That's okay, just a warm up.
Yeah, with me, Moby, and Siegfried.
Talia.
Yes.
I was just all alone on the east, just sitting there
Uh,
like,
Hold on. I went also as underage party with.
Huh?
Do we want to cancel this poll and work this out then?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
confusion here?
Yeah.
we have too many
uh,
people on the southern party now.
Yeah. Thing was, originally it was me, Moby, Siegfried, and I think it was Waffle as well, and now he was considered a melee, so he was with the tanks.
Maybe we should just split into two parties now
We
and
have
see where everyone thinks they are.
already covered this.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a DPS to match on this side.
Then Waffle is with Roy on. Oh yeah, in the
Yeah.
thingy split, Waffle is also with Roy.
No, that's right, no, Waffle's supposed to be with us, remember. But originally we thought it was always on healers. We had Siegfried swap with her, but then we discovered we couldn't do that because it can target tanks as well, so Waffle went back to the other group.
Right.
Oh, it's
Sorry, I'm on northern clockwise.
She came back to our group, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's my bad then. I was in the wrong place.
Alright, get rid of the marks. It's fine, the kinks will become natural in time. It's alright.
That's what she said?
Thanks for saying it, Siegfried.
It's okay, let's just get there again.
Very kinky.
Do you think this Phoenix is into wax play?
Huh?
Wax play.
Stack up. Out. Starboard. Repositioning. Tank busters. Stack up. Sprint if you're not sure. Shiva. Yeah, you don't want to lean to the side there on that pattern, alright? Barbard. Into Tank Busters. Stack up. Infuse your Fury on the left there, Waffle. Out. Dive bombs incoming. Eyes on the boss. Quick march. Go. Make sure you can find north. Get ready for advance. Stances off. Okay, find your tethers. To the middle. Right, separate. Hang on, guys, hang on.
Oh,
Minus, alright, don't touch mine, leave it alone. Jesus Christ. Oh. Hold. The hell, everyone get an army of crits there or something?
Very bad.
Okay.
Me.
No, but don't actually kill them, right?
I dropped a few
I'm
files.
really scared there because I saw that drop to put 10, less than 10% and I just pressed like more.
Nervous, sweating intensifies.
Well, the real problem is that they were both mine as well. Okay, it's fine. Tank Buster incoming. Looking those accident body count, I'm hoping. I lost GCDs because mine was at 1% when I was moving it. Alright. Fly joins incoming. Go. Alright, see which ones we got. We have Shiva. Into, what was it?
Back.
Sorry, I was so confused when I saw Siegfried running there.
Wait, Quim?
Yeah,
Wait
yeah,
a minute.
I lost the plot when I saw Siegfried running there.
Did you guys see that?
There was 3.
There wasn't 3, there was 2, but it was on me and Krim.
Yeah, because Zig was there.
Oh yeah, true.
I was thinking, Siegfried, where were you going there?
North.
Why?
I don't know.
Aria.
The best.
Sorry, just watching him run around when we haven't even seen the second half just kind of fizzled my brain out. I was like, huh?
By the way, that seems to always be Shiva.
No, we've seen. Was it Shiva?
We have not
Wait,
seen
Yeah,
the other
since
one yet.
that. Really? I thought we had.
No.
No.
But don't get complacent, just we haven't seen it, because 50-50 chances in this game are fucky.
Also, don't forget, it could be another one. Remember what happened with Roman?
Yeah. Yeah, 50-50 chances in this game are really fucky sometimes, because you can think like, oh, this mechanic only has one pattern, and then all of a sudden it slaps you in the face with another.
No, we've seen Shiva into spread and Shiva into stack, right?
Yeah.
Out.
You think that's the variation?
Probably.
What do you mean that there's a pattern to it?
Yeah, we haven't had the fireball. We've only had Shiva, I think. But maybe that's for later.
The glory plume differs, the fire plume does not.
Time busters. Stack up. Okay. Sprint if you're not sure. Out. Go. Forward. Into Time Buster. To the middle. Out into dive bombs. Eyes on the boss, we have quick march. Make sure you can find north and get ready for our phase. Right, to the middle, stances off. Find your tethers. To the middle. Need to lead them down, watch the HP values, watch the HP. And go. Lay off mine a bit, guys, lay off mine a bit. Alright, that about equal again.
Probably really have someone to do a countdown or something there, so we line up all the buffs.
Well, I mean, Ari's popping Siri with the video.
I mean, his takes also 30 seconds before it drops off.
That's true, yeah.
Good timing to see it's when the boss does that
This one's
first
gonna be spiced up.
AoE.
Yeah, it's going to be a little spicy on me as well, but I got it for everything.
Oh,
I got flash for Siegfried, don't worry. spy drones.
DPS keep getting it.
I was gonna say, like, I seem quite forever this one. And then. Alright, double glory prune, let's try this again. We have Shiva into spread, Shiva into spread. Gotta spread quicker than that, guys.
Yeah, we're not gonna get out.
I guess I'll dodge left.
What's the problem with spread on that one? I keep things on
There's very little time. If two people go in the same direction, they're dead.
For my group, I'm always going to be going to the second AoE that goes off.
I went north of Crim that one, so.
I wanted to go middle since no one called that before, but someone else went middle as well.
I'm just gonna go to the edge. Like, that's what I'm doing. The edge of the first one.
Who else went middle there, out of curiosity?
What is middle?
We have to go a little more middle.
Center of the arena.
Okay. I don't think anyone else went middle.
No,
I don't think I saw anyone there.
I saw a dead body in the middle, I couldn't swear.
That was yours.
It's besides mine, right?
There may be something on me that doesn't belong there.
Oh, yeah, you did it.
I'm pretty concerned because my opener has failed twice today.
What do you
How
mean
does one
fail?
fail the opener?
Because if I have too much ping, I'll drop Astral Fire.
Or maybe you should check your
Maybe you need more spell speed.
Waffle. Why ping bad?
I'm sorry.
Be on Wi-Fi,
Don't be
right?
sorry. Get a better ping.
Please, Waffle.
Understood.
Just plug your PC into an internet cable.
Instructions unclear, get slower ping instead.
I can't, between that and all your disconnects, I think you need new internet.
It'd be like that.
Hey, Waffle,
Sheep.
did you switch to an Ethernet cable? Or not yet?
Barbard.
Well, fuck those people.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, fuck you, game.
Because I'm trying to train myself to fucking go to the other side, but it's kind of, it's gonna be more annoying than I thought it would.
Deeply severe.
Waffle!
Close!
Kaboom!
Why didn't you stay Ethereal Minute?
I was trying to Ethereal Minute, but I missed Morby's name.
Can I get a couple minutes?
Alright.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because I'm so used to looking inwards to going to the right, just it's untraining my muscle memory to go that way since we've got to go to the other side.
Also, I can't believe you bought another Fantasia and then became a floppy-eared bunny.
Oh my god.
Did you Fantasia again?
Notice you fucking Fantasia again.
What's wrong with for the ears?
They're the worst ears.
Are they?
Yes. For
Fine.
bunny girls, they are.
They're like one of the, you know those
Smaller than me.
you know
Yeah,
those
She's small too.
those ears on like those bunnies with like really long ears? I had one as a child and it had died because of parasite.
You had a Viera as a child and you killed it with parasites.
No, I didn't kill it, it just got parasite.
Why did you give the bunny girl gonoherpesiphilates, Roy?
I didn't give her that. She got that probably
You
from the other
showed her the
bunny.
movie Parasite, and they died?
I'm going to
Yes,
assume...
that's
for
what my
that-
mom told me at least.
I'm going to assume, Waffle, that you decided Lalafar wasn't cutting it for you.
No, it really wasn't. I
Why
saw
she
a video.
realized its shortcomings.
Hold on.
That one just works so well, I can't deny that one.
All that money spent on wasted Fantasias, which could have been used to get a stable internet. Unbelievable.
If I want stable internet, I have to move.
No,
I
you
guess
don't.
she was short on money.
Like, I can't just buy better internet. Like, this is the best I got. This is the best. This is all I have.
Okay,
I can't
but
get any
Waffle,
better.
my question is,
On Wi-Fi.
that is my question.
So what's everyone's day today?
So she's still on Wi-Fi, so her internet is probably fine. She just needs to connect it to the actual internet.
Doesn't matter what internet you're going to be on. It's got nothing to do at that point, man. Wi-Fi is unreliable.
If you think about it, Wi-Fi is technically more optimal because the permittivity of air is lower than the permittivity of cover.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you to swallow that shit you're saying when you're clipping because of ping. You swallow that if it makes it feel better.
Maybe I should just get more spell speed.
That'll make it worse.
Or maybe you should just get a fucking Ethernet cable.
More spell speed would make it better.
Like, what is the reason you refuse to use an Ethernet cable?
Because it's like, I don't know, I don't have one, and I have to like run it all the way up the stairs, like over the roof. I just
She spent all the money she could use to buy an Ethernet cable on Fantasia.
I mean, you do know that like 25-meter Ethernet cables and higher do exist.
Okay, we can continue.
it's more than 25 meters.
Well, they go up to 100 meters, for the record, I think.
Yeah, but at that point, like they get so long, they're just slow.
No, it doesn't.
That is not how that works.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I'm
It's modal dispersion.
really
Something.
not being serious. I really
It is how it works, but it's still better than the fucking crappy Wi-Fi you have right
The
now.
fall off you get with length is,
And
as you go into the 200 meters, not really.
Yeah, the length.
just overall, 13 overall doesn't drain enough that would never be an issue for you anyway, if you're on Ethernet.
I'm running 15-meter cables as it is.
Like
Yes.
that, like
Ethernet is a dedicated channel for your device. Wi-Fi is not. It needs to be divided between all devices.
my brain so much I forgot to use Infuriate.
Oh, you were infuriated with her.
I mean,
No, I lost in the chaos in my opener line.
it's not like we're gonna clear this run.
Yeah, but it still doesn't feel nice.
Doesn't feel nice, but it's not milk we should be crying about.
No.
Grim, could you go to a consistent side?
Yeah, I got very mind which one you're going.
Like,
I'm training myself on it. It's not clear. I'm the one who got forced onto that fucking side.
Hey, Prim, you can keep doing it, but every time you do, you have to say a test of your reflexes.
Nice.
Maybe.
because that's
Yeah,
what it
well,
is at the moment. Like, Grim, which side are you going to? East or west?
So the side I should be going to for later on.
But you have to say it like Xenos, with feeling.
What's his feeling?
So you're
He
always
has
gonna
no
go to east.
feeling, so you wasting your fucking time there. He's a brick fucking wall.
No, look, it's really frustrating for me as well, okay? I don't like doing it. It's annoying.
So you're going
Musters.
east.
Yes, it's right, what my fingers do on instinct and what's actually happening are different, and you know that.
I know, but I'm just confirming.
Yeah, I'm not trying to... What parts of that's not what I'm trying to do wasn't clear. I did already say.
Such
I know, but
mistakes.
I'm just confirming for myself,
Oh my god.
for my own safety.
It's
Oh
that
my
one.
god.
Yes?
I just threw
It's
a crit
not sure.
so many metaphors in a row.
Shiva? Go. Starboard. It's a tank does. Stack in the middle. Oh, thanks, Roy. That's handy.
No
All
problem.
strategy gotten.
Okay, look, we're narrating two like that. Come on, the boss was literally standing there. I can't do anything about that. Shiva. Into dive bombs.
I hope that did not go involvement this time.
Partners. Make sure you can find north. Just not fucking north.
Right, bud.
Oh, my IR hit. Fuck you, Kiz, and your fucking gap closer.
Oh, I didn't get close. That was Harry.
Oh, fuck you, Ari, and your fucking gap closer.
Why are you blaming me? I'm not gap closing there.
I feel like there are too many people here.
I'll move.
Yeah.
No, Josh, it's not hard.
You wanna dodge to the right?
To the man, hold the man, hold the man.
How did Waffle miss my start? What the fuck, Waffle?
Alright, hold him out.
Whoa.
And slow down on damage.
I'm so glad ads don't count.
Same.
Yes, fucking hell.
Now we can do command. Guys.
Okay.
It's easier for me to cast Heart than actually get over there.
1, 2, 3, bust. Gangbusters incoming shortly. I should really hold forward waiting there because of this buster coming up. Not boost shape, but
What have a minimum as well.
Ouch, yeah.
It does seem harder than the other one, doesn't it?
No, it's just probably you guys have less mitigation on me.
yeah, because I'm boosting that. I'm double boosting that shape, and I probably don't need to.
Oh, thank you.
You have to do something? That's rare.
I didn't even have to move.
Cool.
Alright, glory points. Try this again. Okay. Shiva. Into stats.
What happened to your side?
I did it right.
I feel like we had one too many people up.
Because he came north because he wanted. His peanut brain was like, keep hitting bots.
Counter on fire.
Yeah, focus up.
Help!
Yeah, kill the free. You need to be second in aggro.
Whoa, this is not where they're supposed to be.
Okay, I'll go.
Oh.
Ow, I got hit by one of the things.
Free, you didn't move across, did you?
I got hit
No,
by
because I
someone.
was killed.
Because what?
Because I was killed.
Killed you? And how?
Yeah. I don't know.
I just want to look back on that footage just a second.
Yeah, something was strange with the birds there. However,
Yeah, well, the
to
first two
confirm
were
that-
in the wrong place. They were where the second AoE stacks were.
Oh, that would be the problem.
Okay, well that
Yeah.
explains it.
And yeah, the people who got the first stacks were also different from what was last time.
Yeah, because Waffle
Yeah.
got one, not Zeke.
That was my bad.
Oh,
I forgot.
it was Siegfried, wasn't it?
No, it was me. It was me.
Me, Zeke got two.
Right, that explains it. Alright, that's fine. We can go. We can go.
Okay.
Cardigan.
Check your food, and yes, cardio.
Yeah.
You can tell it now, bro.
I like McCount's formation so far.
Well, it is just you.
I know. My inner being coming real.
You must be so happy they gave you the perfect glam.
is perfection after all.
Finally, direct hit crit. So cindy on my communions.
You need to scream "come" every time you use it. That's when you crit more.
Starboard. Well, I did go to a cardinal.
I mean, dodged it, didn't I?
Busters. Stack up. Right, pop the sprints if you're not sure. Out. Go. Starboard. Into tank busters. That's fine. We'll just wait for you to go so we won't overlap. And stack up. Shiva. Into dive bombs. Eyes on the boss. It is. Quick march. Go. Make sure you can find north and get ready for ad phase. Wish these damn birds wouldn't stutter when they're moving, you know. So the middle and stacks is off. Middle. And spread them out. Oh.
Are you okay, Grim?
Yeah. I'm okay, I'm good. I was looking at their HP, not my own, because they were both really low. I was getting ready to make a call, you know. Okay, hold for 2 GCDs. And go.
I like a countdown better because everybody's GC.
I'm working on it, Roy. Can't be so slow.
I know, and that's why I'm reviewing.
Time busters. Can't hills like free the upper. Alright, fledglings.
Oh, the last one was me.
Oh my
Oh.
god. What, 5?
Sorry, I thought someone was standing next to me with it.
Remember,
No, that was DPS.
if you see the other DPS having one, you have one as well.
Yeah.
Follows the same rules the Shadow Keeper clones, basically.
Cardio.
Yes.
I'm a bit slow tonight because I'm tired, but even I saw that.
I was like, yay, that's absolutely perfect for my position, and then I fucked up my Soul Reaver stack. That waffle killed us anyway, so.
I just
Okay.
was crying out in pain and it was like interesting.
Stack up.
Come on, game. I want to see my 56k Caminios again.
Shiva. Warbird. He wasn't tilted.
Parad's waffle was like next to me.
Gangbusters. Stack up. Right, sprint if you're not sure. Go out. Go. Starboard. Into tank busters. Stack up. Out. Into dive bombs. Eyes on the boss.
Let's stay 8 seconds longer.
Quick march. Go. Alright, make sure you can find north and get ready for ad phase. Yeah, you can have please target. Sorry, boy. You wouldn't target it, you know?
It's hurt, yo.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, quite some sharp talents.
Hang on, slow down on mine, I'll look just a little. Right, there we go. Sax is off.
Can't hit any buttons now.
Find your tethers. To the middle. Okay, go. Split them up. Focus more on Siegfrieds. Okay, we're good. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burst. Ella?
Yes.
Tank Busters, be ready. Right, here come fledglings. Go. Okay, we have Glory Boom, be ready. Get quick on your feet, focus on the mechanic. See what they're doing first, 2 steps, remember. We have Shiva. Into spread, Shiva into spread. Spread. Good job. Pulling the boss back in. Facing north.
Right, bait the first AoEs.
Right. Stands
Please,
off,
got
stands
in.
off, stands off. And shark me as well.
Already off.
Alright, focus up, focus up.
People nothing.
Right, why do you go into the second one, not the first one?
As Siegfried was, I couldn't.
Oh,
Because, kids, if I'd have gone to the one I wanted to go at.
You're
Yeah,
okay?
we'll wait till after this thing. I'll be.
The king, alright, we can still work with this. Shay. It wasn't. Oh, I know what happened. My stance wasn't on. I forgot to turn it back on. Well, where's the busters? Right, I'm going back in. Face them fucking north. On my full rotation. Okay, here we go. I think this has damage initially.
Does.
So it stacks and spreads plus the cones first. So tanks and their group be on the north side. It is stacks. Second one, get ready to pick up Tether Siegfried. Am I supposed to be tethers?
Coming out
Yeah,
later.
being after
Here you
this,
go.
no.
Ah, he does that twice. Okay. Siegfried, did you not go to tether?
There was one tornado going straight to the middle.
Yeah, I couldn't move to the position where Roy assigned us because the Krieg was there and he didn't have a tether. He would have picked up mine. So,
At least I see me and Mo being at our tornadoes. Mai, did you
Yeah,
take a
make sure
tornado?
that
Yeah, the southwest tornado wasn't sticking, so that went straight through the middle.
those baits at the end of that. I had bongos after me, literally.
Knockback prevention, I still got knocked back.
Okay.
okay.
I also
Um,
want to point out something. The tornado that went through the middle, I stood next to it and it still went through the middle.
It might have accidentally targeted me now because I was trying to get to the other side with the buster.
Wait, double check the video. I'm letting mine process right now, so once that is processed, I can give you my POV.
No, don't worry too much now. It was a mess. Again, there were 2 tank busters, right? Only one of them was taken. So it was just a mess.
Yeah, but it's more about the tornado because I was right next to it.
Right. Yeah, we can hear that fan waffle. It's pretty bad.
Oh, wait, is it really loud?
Yes.
It's coming through
One
pretty bad.
second.
No, is it the north tornado you're talking about?
No, southwest.
No.
Okay. I don't know then. Maybe someone else got too close to it by accident.
That's why I
Mm.
want
I think I got a pretty good look, so I'm gonna look as well.
How? Oh, sorry. How about now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm a bit slow today, guys. I'm really so.
You know what? I think it's the arena, Crim. Don't beat yourself up. I mean, how this thing's so orange, I feel like warm.
Don't have any issues with color waffle. It's not the arena. I've been up since 6 a.m. I'm really tired.
I just want an excuse to complain about the arena.
I think it would hit me so hard to bring into raid. Wait, so why are we checking? Because why'd you post the clip for? Why are we checking?
No, I just posted it up in case anyone wanted to look at it.
I need to be right
I've
here.
just timestamped it.
I say, because we already knew about the bongos, because what I didn't know about was that second set of rotating AoEs.
There was a moment when Kiz and I were equal distance away from the tornado.
So we chose at random then.
Yeah, so now you were standing here, but you went out when Krim was grabbing the tether, and when you were here, the tornado went off. You went.
Oh, okay.
You have to act. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a little caught off guard by that second set of rotating AoEs. I didn't remember that. I was like, huh? This is different. I didn't realise he just did that again. Did that happen last time as well?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So that happens, and then you pick up the fucking tethers. Okay. Try, if you can, guys, try and say somewhat stacked for that as best as you can. We're getting ready to deal with mechanics. I know that can't be everyone. It's just if we have a good idea of where the tethers are going to be, that will make things easier on me and Siegfried.
Well, the trade should probably be stacked still at the tornadoes after the.
Well, it's like whoever's going, who's on the northern tornado, for example.
Me.
Yeah, so like Roy's maybe does not want to be south for that long. That's bad for him. But like having everyone spread like that, you know, at least at that point is, you know, we're basically playing the guessing game for where the tethers are going to be.
Well, we do want to put in position for our cleaves and just stand still so that the tanks can do their thing.
Alright.
Remember that the tanks don't want to stand too close to the boss because the cleave people still need to bait their cleave. Because you guys, the tanks can also bait a cleave if they're too close, and that will kill you.
But that just means people who are baiting the boss's cleaves go inside the hitbox. Simple as.
Yes.
I'm looking back at my knockback prevention at the knockback, and even though the fall-off happened after I got knocked, I'm not too sure though, because it wasn't 0. So we might have to double check this again, just to make sure that it does not work.
Oh, just to double check for Fountain of Fire as well, if we get east and west fountains, I'm doing north and east, right?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking. Alright, we're good to go then?
No, it's probably back.
I'm back.
Alright.
Back.
Alright, let's go.
Aria.
Yes. job, tank busters.
Shit.
Stack up, folks. Right. Sprint it if you're not sure. Out. No. Barbard. Tank busters. To the middle and stack up. Shiva. Get ready for dive bombs, folks. As on the boss, we have quick march. And I was so far away, he missed my shape. Okay. Make sure you can find north, get ready for the ad phase. Watch your damage.
Do what I want.
Alright, stacks us off to the middle. Find your tethers, folks. Oh, that's convenient. To the middle. Okay, split them up, split them up. Watch one arm, one arm's low, guys. Calm down.
One died in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a wide.
Close to the edge.
Yeah, if we
There's
get
one
the edge,
dead
it should
back,
be
I
okay.
We call for the wide stick ranking. What? Who nukes the one in the middle?
All of us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Aren't we all AoE?
I'm
Yeah.
AoEing there.
It's just tied to the AoE.
Maybe you guys want to like switch targets while AoE, just so you spread the.
Like, be
The follow-up.
careful of your primary targets, guys.
Imagine
Oh,
having
yeah.
fall off on your AoE. Ho 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 ho.
So,
Imagine,
Roy,
imagine having your only AoE be 140 potency.
so
What do you
Roy,
mean?
your
Stars
gravity kills
350,
birds.
310.
Yeah, on a
300.
60-second cooldown.
So, your point? I don't see your point.
Damage sucks, Roy, we know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But no, seriously, guys, watch your damage. You can look at bars as well. There's no excuse for it.
Imagine having 1300 potency AoE here.
That's quite just bragging, Ari.
I mean, does it have fall off though?
It's a bit of a tall order to ask an extra there.
What do you mean?
Alright, see what we're going. Out. Barbard.
You got really lucky there, Waffle.
I have no idea what you mean.
Ace. Who was on number 1?
I was.
Who else was on number 1?
Me.
Then how the fuck did it not die?
I got plasma and the doses, and then it exploded before my second doses.
Are you precasting more?
I'm using pneuma. Plasma.
Oh no.
Absolutely sure you were hitting 1, right, Siegfried?
Yeah.
Problem
Hey.
is 1 at 1 is the last one to get completely cleansed.
Marv and Ryan, can I discuss something with you next pod? Not this
Sure.
time. It's fine.
4.
So it can
If you're talking about how lucky you got, I would say don't risk it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have nothing to gain by risking it, don't do it.
I do have something to
In
gain.
case you haven't seen it, she was number 2, I was 6, and she got hit by my brighted fire right as her fire resistance fell off.
Waffle, is it DPS you have to gain?
Yes.
We're in prog, Waffle.
Waffle, my answer is I know exactly what you're asking right now, so I'm just gonna answer it right now. If you can shield yourself and not die, sure.
Okay.
Yes, we're in DPS.
You will not
Is
get
that-
anything from me. Let's just make that clear.
DPS stack up. Is DPS important in the fight we haven't cleared, Waffle? Barbird. I'm waiting on an answer, by the way. Tank busters. Right, stack up. Sprint if you're not sure. Out. Go. Starboard. Into tank busters. Make your way to the middle if you haven't already. Shiva. Okay, eyes on the boss. Partners. Right. Make sure you know when north is, and let's just get ready for ad phase. Stances off. Find your tethers. To the middle. Watch that damage. Watch the damage. Right, split them about now. That should do. Right, finish them off. Three, two, one, burst. Tank busters, get ready. Fledglings incoming shortly. Make sure you don't overlap too much. And then right, gyro plume. Let's try this again. Okay, we have Shiva into spread, Shiva into spread, Shiva into spread. Spread. Is that fixable?
That's fixable. Up more? Please get the other one. Oh wait, there's nobody else. Low rising armor.
Oh, bollocks. I think we can deal with this. Like, right in the middle.
Someone else take second one.
Siegfried.
Why are you here?
Remember, we want them to charge to the side we're actually on, so we have to place them on the opposite side. That was how it was discussed. So if I wanted mine at north, because I'm covering the north side, right? And it was north, fountain. So if I want my bird to go in the direction of 1, I need to place it at 3 so I can break the tether.
Doesn't it more sense to place the paddle like on the northern side and just go south?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about paddle placement, not
But that's not how Waffle showed it.
She just showed the placement. She didn't say anything about who goes where.
Then maybe we could have talked about it like that then.
I would also like
Because that's how I thought we were going to do it. And I do believe I said as much as well.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't pay much
There's too much
attention.
information for me to process.
So,
Yeah, we'll do break now. Okay, we can place on this and go across then. Fine, that's fine by me.
I think everybody else was doing that? I think.
Hey, Roy, could you send me the P3S arena?
The big G.
Yes, thank you.
Because I was under the impression we wanted it so that we were charging our birds in our designated direction on our side. I mean, it doesn't matter either way, you just reverse it instead.
Yeah, it just means extra movement.
Do we give a shit about movement, Siegfried?
It just means it was an unintuitive conclusion.
Again, it's fine by me.
Yeah, doesn't matter to me either, right? I just didn't expect it to be yourself.
Yeah, that's probably why I got caught off guard the last time we saw fire as well, because I think that's what happened there.
Yeah, maybe.
How did Morb and I die anyway? Did they overlap each other?
Oh, Moby isn't here.
The paddles overlapped.
Well, if I was here, he could tell me as well. Was that because, like, as in who was trying to move that, Morb or Ari, or both of them? Yeah, and again, I was just going to say again, for those who are here, I am sorry on my part, that prog is slow, I am. The tiredness has hit me like a truck, about an hour into raid.
It looked to me like they thought it was fine, but The AoEs were bigger than expected.
I mean,
so that's why they hit each other.
I mean, we've seen how big the AoEs are. I think they're roughly the same size as the ones that are rotating. Hello, Susan.
Can you please tell Susie not to keep killing us?
The problem is that the simplest way to do spread is we should have it so that when we're spreading, there is at least one person who goes to the edge who doesn't move. Because if we have too many people moving around, it just becomes a mess. Well, at least that phase is pretty clean, though. Sub-clean, damage is getting a bit too strong. Can I bring up the topic about banning tone buttons again?
Bit like,
No, you can still take them off. You haven't gotten rid of your crafted, have you?
nah.
So nothing too late about it at all?
Wasted times.
Not really, because you'll probably want it in the long run anyway, if it is needed. say when you're good now, and I'll see if people are good to go.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright. Give me a quick sec.
So, the when we have what's it called, Shiva into stack or spread, right?
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the spread, the part of that pattern, hits very very hard on the tank.
Oh yeah.
Is that a gravity effect or something? Because if that was raw damage, it would have killed the DPS.
It's possible.
Well, we do have to remember that we are still in crafted gear, and while the content is obviously clearable with it, I'm going to assume, maybe at least right now, we are supposed to mitigate it to an extent.
That's not the point.
The point still remains that if it's absolute damage that's being dealt and it gets Siegfried very low, then any other DPS, any DPS would be dead.
Well, we know, considering we've successfully done both patterns, we know it is a stack or a spread.
And the point is, if it's gravity damage, then only certain kinds of mitigation work against it.
Oh, that's what you meant, right?
Yes.
Well, in that case, there's not much we can do about it again. I mean, I don't.
Which attack are you talking about?
It's not my glory plume, to be precise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
These,
the dark AoEs and stacks and shit.
The coloration might suggest that it is different from the usual.
Yeah.
But if it is, there's nothing we can do about it then. What I would advise on the spread though is, when we split the groups on Shiva and spread, and at this point I'm gonna very low key assume it's always Shiva. Very low key, just in case the boss is literally fucking with us.
Okay. So to go back to my earlier point, healers, are you both there?
I am here, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ads. How we're looking?
Fine.
At the moment, I'm not really paying attention. That's good.
Okay, I'll take that as a good sign. I shifted some things around. If it works, it works. That's all I need to know.
It works.
I quickly had nibbled on some chocolate. Hopefully that will help me pick up my own goddamn pace. So my reactions have been terrible tonight.
I'm not exactly the most awake, although the food I had beforehand did help.
No, I know what it is for me, and why it's got me a bit slower.
I'm in a world of pain.
That's alright. We can still make up for this last hour. I think we're done dilly-dallying, don't you think? We can make up for this last hour, it's cool.
Yeah.
To be fair, this is quite rare for me. I was generally okay. I was a little tired going in, but it just hit me really hard an hour in. What I probably should have done, even though I had already eaten a few hours prior, is maybe had another bite to eat for some energy. Well, I'm gonna see if we're ready. I think Waffle's been gone a while. Come on, Waffle. Hey, what? You were gone a while.
I was trying to make a toolbox of the thing.
A toolbox? Ugh.
Oh no, not the toolbox.
For what?
Imagine not using paint to draw your picture.
Well, a toolbox for what exactly?
The tether thing.
No, it's Waffle. I understood. It was just what I thought we were doing was different from what everyone else thought. I got that.
Okay.
I know what to do. It's just
I was just worried my explanation didn't suffice.
No. The thing is, I understood fully what was happening, Waffle. Don't misunderstand. It's just I thought we were placing them opposite first, rather than placing them in a normal spot and then running opposite. That's what I thought we were doing.
Yeah, we're clear now.
Wait, is this the clip hole?
No.
Yes.
This is at least, we've had enough dilly-dallying. We have an hour. Let's make up the time, right?
Let's go.
Guys,
My goal tonight is just to see how many cleaves there are on the Firestorm.
this caramel Cadbury egg I've eaten will make all the difference. It'll make me a new tank.
I see. So you won't take as much damage during ads anymore?
No, I'm absolutely gonna take all the damage though.
Disappointed.
No, look, I actually, besides bloodletting, I can't use any mitigation now.
What do you mean? You can
Actually,
use Reprisal.
No, because I'm using it for thingy, aren't I? I'm using it for dead rebuff.
I mean, if you start the phase with a Reprisal, then it should be back up for that
No,
then.
Rock, it's not the ags, it's not the small ags that are causing me a lot of damage, it's the big ones.
I know. I'm just
At
saying.
that point it's too late, right?
I know.
Oh, I turned it. Talking to you about that fucking made me turn the boss. Good job, Rock.
Wow,
Shame.
blaming me for your own ineptitude. Literally agree.
Starbird? Yeah, when that pattern happens, he will tilt. There's not too much I can do about that, I don't think. I mean, I might be able to go north and south, but I'm not too sure right now.
If it makes you feel any better, Cream, it doesn't matter if he turns at that point. Because my positional is happening when we're running out, so I'm already...
Okay, so it's got nothing to do with positional, it's about the boss being tilted during Starbird, which apparently seems to throw people.
Waffle?
No, she knows what she's doing.
Oh. It just threw me so that she was stood there and it didn't get damage. Someone missed on the 3.
Yep, someone missed on the 3. Who missed on the 3?
That's what Kiz just said. But yeah, Waffle is staying on her thing. She's taking
No,
2.
it did lose its involved.
Oh yeah, sorry. I should probably have told everyone else. Don't mind if I overlap you. The fire vulnerability falls off in time, and because Mana Ward negates the first hit, I don't take any extra damage. So
It's just because if she gets herself killed, that's all.
Oh, that's
I mean-
what you were doing.
That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
so
she,
yeah, I should have told other people.
if you knew you were right and she gets herself killed, that's her problem.
Yeah,
And if
I
it
can see
wipes,
why people would panic.
and if it wipes us, that is also her fault. So, so yeah, about making up that last hour.
I
No,
can't
no.
say if my position was completely correct for that because I had a waffle there. I think I was right, but I was slightly distracted.
Just focus on your own numbers and no Waffle will be doing.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it that time. Now I am, so...
Just ignore the soggy Waffle on the street.
Here you go, bum. Boom, that's her fault.
Stack up.
I trust Waffle to not go boom.
Waffle goes boom. Does she caramelize?
Yeah.
No.
Depends on how much sugar she contains.
Arbird. Guys.
I need help, Waffle. I can't do it on my own.
Waffle, were you not attacking the flame?
It's not. Huh.
Why weren't you attacking the flame?
It's a really good question.
I mean, that's technically that's sort of 2 wipes on you already. Sort of.
I would say 1.5.
No, I'll take 2. I can absorb that.
Well, that targeting
That's pretty stupid.
built you.
It was my brain.
Innocent retarget.
No, I'll tell you the problem, and this is why I'm actually annoyed about it. It's because you've got DPS on the brain. I can literally smell it. And I'm gonna
Yeah, you're
say,
too busy optimizing whilst we're still plugging.
Show up, let me speak. And I say this again since you did not bother to answer me earlier, which also annoyed me, by the way. We are in prog. Your damage doesn't matter when we are in prog. Do not make me repeat that again.
Great. Go ahead.
Ugh, Jesus. I don't like shouting it. I really don't.
My God.
I missed it for quite a while.
I didn't do Alpha Escape, so
Well, you sort of did later, but yeah.
yeah, but that
I
was
know,
after
it
Shadow
was
Bringers was out.
Great view.
I don't know. Now the High of Phoenix is away from me. I'm just back to I wish it was Omega.
I mean, but Roy, you never really did Omega. We talked.
What do you mean? I did Omega. Just because I did it with Echo doesn't mean I didn't do the mechanics.
Shiva? Kind of, I guess. I cannot with that power. Warbird.
I got her.
I got it.
Ended up killing this all.
Hopefully.
Happens.
Okay, I'm happy I rezzed you right next to the.
Absolutely hate that power so fucking much. Oh, I see what she's doing now. And getting herself killed.
I
don't have Swift.
I'm just gonna not do that.
Was that the thing you're trying, and I'm going to assume it didn't work this time? So, by the way, is the idea that she's running early if she's one of the later ones, right?
No, the idea is basically she takes both. That's the idea.
Why didn't it work this time then?
It does work every other time.
Did you forget
She
to mana ward on time?
It's failed once, so I'm just gonna stop it.
I'm assuming that's damage variance on mana ward.
No, it shouldn't be that big. That's just something
More
missing.
like a few milliseconds of the fire resistance debuff.
No,
So
because
server ticks.
no, because I think you can't just take 2 of them in a row. Like I think that's how the mechanic is designed as well.
Did it fail this time then?
Probably. I'm just thinking it's just a. Did you weave mana ward really late, Waffle?
I'm gonna
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, that's dot ethics literally is like a millisecond away.
Especially with the ping that you have.
Yeah, snapshots are kind of an issue with certain things. Like shake it off.
That's more of an animation thing than anything. Shields apply like super fast now.
But in this case, if it's that tight though, and it's not reliable.
You should, if you're gonna do it, probably wouldn't weave in the window earlier.
Yeah, like you can do it if you want. I'll let you off on that one, but please make sure the mana ward is absolutely there. Stack up. Out. Starbird. Busters. That was way too close on that one.
I mean, I can't help my cast time.
I'm not blaming anyone, I'm just saying, like,
I can't help it.
just play
My
John.
GCD was going to take so long, but fortunately I had Avatar to burst on it.
It's okay, Roy, just play a job that deals real damage.
There's only 2 healers in the game. You have Caller
Not on
and
Sage.
Astro.
Well,
What do you mean, wow?
And if you're not sure, stay on focus, please. We are low on time. Shiva? Larbird, Tank Busters. Sakura. Out. Get ready for dive bomb.
Fucker.
It is partners. Alright, make sure you can find north. Here we go.
Ow.
Oh. Stances off. Get ready to find your tethers. Here we go. Oh, Jesus, no. And split.
Extra damage.
Yeah, one of them's along the fridge side.
I'm not hitting it.
Okay, good job. 3, 2, 1, and burst. And busters, get ready. This time I have bloodlust again. Alright, fledgling. And in. Okay, get ready for gyro, guys. Stack off, be quick on your feet. So we can have Shiva, obviously. Into stats. Shiva into stats. Go. Stack up. Okay, pulling the boss back in. That'll do, yes. Okay, fountain, it's a great BN. Eyes on the fountains, guys. So what happened?
Really confused.
I really want to see what happened there. But
Yeah, can we look into
The footage.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll stream my. Go. Not the one.
Also, don't forget to make it slow so that we can like look into more detail.
Okay. So what happened? Now, Fountain of Fire starts.
Mm-hmm.
The birds are not placed correctly.
I'm in the
Yeah.
right.
No, you're not.
You're not.
Yeah.
And Zeke is not either.
Wait, are we actually
You both
doing...
are like wrong spot. Yep, that's
Wait,
what's
wait,
wrong.
Wait. Are we actually doing the exact, like, it was in the
Yeah.
diagram?
Yeah, you
Yes.
are gonna be in
Yeah.
front of the fountain, Grim.
Yeah, because when I asked about that, I never got a clear answer. Because remember the old one about, leaning them anti-clockwise?
But wasn't that the old strat, like completely old strat?
And when I asked, are we doing this now, or if it was just embellishing, I did say that. I never got a clear answer.
I mean, because I'm not really part of this, I didn't know for sure, so I didn't say anything because
Well, I would have liked a clear answer.
I mean, we showed on the image how to do it.
More, and I said when it was shown on the image, when I saw she was drawing, having them facing front of the fountains on the cardinals, right? Was that just for example?
Is there a reason not to place them there? Like otherwise,
I was
it's just a
concerned-
little random where the birds are placed.
No, it wasn't
I
random.
don't do the mechanical, I understood it, but that's just me.
like the
Well,
reason
just-
why you want them in front of the fountains is because then the fountains are never in danger of being cleaved by the birds. That's why you place them in front of the fountain.
And that's great. I wish we had actually said that.
I think we did because we went over a point about, hey, won't the tethers hit the fountains? And I said no, because they're pointing at the first one. The people will have moved to the second.
This indeed
I
has
was-
been said.
Yeah.
I remember it was said that the second fountain would have spawned by then. That's what was said.
No, it was very discreetly that they would have moved into the second by then and they would be pointing at first.
Well, that's what was said, but it doesn't matter. Again, I don't have the energy to argue about it. Fine.
One day.
No, I'm convinced he's never going to remember if he has to.
I'm gonna say I'm in that group as well. He's never gonna fucking remember it.
I mean,
I thought-
I've remembered sometimes.
Not in this
I
fight. You
remember
haven't.
tonight.
You're constantly reminded on Cardia after each pull.
I mean, that's
I
because
guess
people
so.
don't even give him a chance to
Just
change
make a
it.
record that when you start a countdown, there's this big sound alarm and the chat big letters Cardia.
I don't mind to keep reminding it. It's not a problem for me.
No, he shouldn't need. No, he shouldn't need the reminder. To be frank, that's what I think. Not after this much time. Out. Starbird.
So I think Moby stole my proc again.
I didn't put any shield on Grim.
Yeah, I don't think what's any.
I don't think intersection has priority, so I didn't steal.
Yeah, no, it's only for Sage.
No, the game company.
Tank busters. Alright, stack up. Alright, sprint if you're not sure. Shiva. Go. Wildbird. Into Tank Busters. To the middle and stack up. Out. Eyes on the boss. Partners. Find north and get ready for ad phase. Right, stacks us off. Find your tethers. Middle, shit.
Bottom.
Focus on 3-3-1. Split them now.
Should be fine.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First. Tank Busters. Light swing incoming. Go. Okay, Glory Plume. Be ready to be quick on your feet, folks. Shiva into stacks. Shiva into stacks.
Okay.
This time it was me and Krim.
We have to do tank and heal or bridge stuff.
Yeah, but it's sometimes also on both tanks. There's
Well,
something
that's
with that I don't know.
Maybe this one is baitable as well?
No, that's how. How could we bait in the middle of Shiva?
Shouldn't we always have like tanks and healers separate with what we're doing?
No, because we had that one time where Siegfried came north and then nuked us because there were 2 stacks at north and we had a
Yeah,
healer.
that's why I'm saying that like we have those every tank and healer is like in every group.
Right, that's what we've been doing. It was
Yeah.
we got no. I had it was me, Roy, Waffle, and Kiz, right?
Yes.
There were 2 stacks north. Do you see the problem?
But there shouldn't have been 2
That
stacks.
should have been, but there were. And there was absolutely only the 4 of us. It was an easy pattern. I'm sure Aiden has lost, and his lost uptime can absolutely confirm he was null at north, as he was taking advantage of his trait. I bet.
Amazing.
Okay. How could that be baited? Is it close, far?
No, I don't think it's baited.
It must be, because else we cannot solve the mechanic, Grim.
Or there's something about the animation that we're missing.
No, it looks like a stack something.
Let me
Let's
just...
take a look. Let's take a look at it. Let's look at
Yeah.
the footage.
Go on. Like, I'm gonna show footage.
Well, it's a good thing we learned this now.
Every poll we learn something new about this fight.
Yeah. The second half is quite a game changer, that's for certain. Alright, let's see this. So it definitely targeted me and Roy. Roy stayed closer to the middle than what I did. That's the only thing I can note here, because I saw him.
You think we have to make 4 groups of 2 people?
Wait a minute. Did that target Roy?
Yes, it did.
One was definitely me.
Could it be closest and farthest?
Come on.
No, because we were further than.
Yeah, because we would always be further than you guys.
No, I don't think that other one was on you. Look at it.
Maybe.
Look where it's paused, right? Right? You can see the one that's dropped on top of my body. You still got the big center core. The other one that's got the outer membrane, though. That's the center of that is not over where Roy is.
So so there's one on DPS and one on tank and healers?
So go for it again and see it again to be sure. And try to pause it at the moment it drops, Roy, if you can.
So everybody was.
About now. That. Yeah, look, it's not on you, Roy.
Yeah, I think it's on Krim and Kiz.
So one has to be a tank healer group then, and the rest of DPS. Did we try this before?
We haven't tried this.
That's gonna be awkward for Belido.
It's actually good to know, because this is probably going to be a thing during Firestorm as well.
Yeah, but we know during Firestorm it targeted you and Moby 100%. We know that for 100%.
Do we?
Yes, we do 100%. We have footage of it
there was
even.
no one else even near them.
We need to try that again then, but this time we need to do DPS and tank healer. We need to see.
It feels to me too random for it to not be baited in some way.
Well, considering it dropped on 2 players who were on top of each other, I somehow doubt that's closest and farthest.
No, but it could snapshot the moment the fire goes up.
I have an idea. Maybe there's a marker that we're not seeing because everyone's stacked.
No, there's no marker. I can tell you that for sure.
Okay.
There's a sound indicator with markers in this game. It's actually quite important, Waffle.
So
What is snapshots here? When the second AoE appears.
if we haven't tried tank and healer groups and DPS groups, then let's try that. Yeah.
Okay.
See if we fall on our nose with it, and then we have to try something else. But let's try something.
Yeah, let's rule that out, and if it doesn't work, then we know there's a bait of some sort that we're missing.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get there again then. It's a good thing we learned this now. Imagine
and how what's going on?
when we got through Fire, guys. Imagine we managed to get through Firestorm and then this happened.
Wouldn't that be
What's
funny?
going where?
Tank healer group is gonna stay northeast. DPS group southwest then.
No, I think that no, they kind of have to because I have the boss. So I think the tanks and healers have to come to me because last I checked, I am a tank, right? I mean, isn't that kind of a no-brainer?
No, you're a healer.
True, I am a healer. This is true. But the healers have to be with me as well. Same logic, right?
You're just color confused.
It's just a bit bad since is really the only one losing there.
Yeah, I prefer it if it was beta because it would be better control.
Well, I don't design the mechanic. Get out. Wildbird.
I'll talk about something after the...
Yeah, I need help, Waffle.
Okay, now we can talk about it. Basically, something just dawned on me. It's always Shiva, right? This means we don't have to ever bait the big fireball.
No, but we still need to be in the middle.
Yes, but we have more freedom in the middle.
Okay.
So a
what
bait is
position
becoming
around
more
the middle?
likely.
Well, you're going under the Baywatch, aren't you?
Yes, because I'm thinking about if they are gonna do a baiting mechanic, they need to give us enough space and not. And if there would ever be a big fireball, there would be no space.
No, but I disagree. But we had established we were going to try this first.
Yeah, I'm just saying for the future, just keep that in mind.
We can easily test both ones by when we get to that point, everyone loosely spread out the riddle, but like for example the tanks go dead center. So if then the attack is baited on both of them, we can rule out that one will end up on DPS and we know it's baited.
You know, exit trade, what sacrifices? I'm popping home now.
Wait, what are we doing?
When we get to Glory Plume, you know, the fucking, the two, the AoE that we're confused on, they want us to also be the bait by going to the dead center at the start of it to see if it actually is baited. And then basically we just stack on top of each other, you know, as we do the mechanic normally. So yeah, I'm popping home gang just in case. Might have overdone that a bit.
Sacrificial lambs, we thank you for your services.
So you say that, but again, once again, no, home gang.
Imagine it going through invuln.
Well, the healers will also have to go with that group since otherwise we don't know if it's all be on.
Nope.
Shiva? Warbird?
I did it again. I keep.
Therefore, do me a favour and fuck off for 2 minutes to clear your head, please.
I would win RNG 3 times back to back that Mobby and Waffle are on 3.
No, that's not the fault of the RNG though. That could just as easily have happened with Roy as well.
I was just curious because that seems weird.
Here's no true RNG in this game.
One person shouldn't be left to do it all anyway.
No, I'm sorry, there's no excuse for it, period.
I was not trying to come up with an excuse.
Yes, and I'm done being nice about it. I'm tired, we ain't made much prog. Yes, we've learned something new, which is good, but we ain't made much prog. Can't be helped, but at the end of the day, we should be well beyond the point of dark and flame wipes, by far. Oh well, it's a good thing you got those diagrams up, Roy, for after the reclears.
Sorry, what diagram?
For Firestorm.
Oh, yes.
That being said, if what we're learning about, if we're right about Glory Plume, one way or the other, sounds like they might need to be reviewed.
I mean, do we need a diagram for people just stacking in the middle and other people not stacking in the middle?
I would say no, but I will also offer the disclaimer that I only speak for myself.
Like, I could make a diagram for it, but I'm not gonna put super much effort in it, like I'm normal. If people need it.
What are we talking about?
Prim is asking if people need a diagram for Glory Plume.
Never asked that, Roy.
What do you mean?
I
That
just
what we
said-
were talking about, right?
Said they might need reviewing.
Yes.
Because of the possible, well, because again, the possibility that we were wrong about how Glory Plume works. And seemingly we are wrong about it, now we just have to figure out which is the right way to do it. And this will probably also apply later as well.
Probably.
Okay. You a bit more focused now?
Is Fawful back?
Yeah, was she back?
Let me do a ready check just in case. Maybe not.
I think you just heard mobs typing and mistook it for waffles typing.
Possibly.
Maybe, yeah.
Anyway,
Well, not of our better nights, but shit happens, I suppose.
What about Fawful?
Thank you.
You good now? You a bit more focused?
Mhm.
Good. Okay, let's try this again.
hello, horsey.
One blessing, at least Maud remembered Cardia this time.
Hey!
This is
I mean,
Wiped
I
early
didn't have
enough
to
and
change
didn't
it.
swap.
Oh yeah, true. You then never mind. I take that back.
That's the problem with Cardi. I only really changed it here on this.
The
I
issue
love how
is,
Mobby was ready to take credit for it too.
well, the issue is that you're seeing it as a problem. That's why
It's not a problem. It's just something I forget.
Yeah, you're not letting it sink into you, and there's probably a reason for that.
Yeah, because in most fights I don't need to interact with it.
I mean,
Yeah, but you still want to be consciously aware of its existence.
Sure.
I wanted to say something, but I'll just.
Out. Like, even dancers didn't do it this much. Like,
They did.
This much?
Yes.
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 I don't know. I guess it's because as a tank I've always spent a long time on stances, like I've never allowed myself to forget those.
Well, Desert is a bit different because, one, you're really not changing Porter except in very specific circumstances, and two, it actually has a cooldown on switching. Unlike Cardia.
No problem, everyone.
That's a waste of goddamn.
And yes, it was me and walking across.
Me too? Or did you have a different one?
Tank busters.
Fuck.
I got
What?
keys.
Did you just
Click.
walk get into me?
Yeah, I clipped it because it's next to Fane. I hit Fane, but I clicked Void Gate at the same time.
Well, that's a mirror. Well, that's a good. At least that's a quick one. Sprint if you need to.
So the Reaper Cap Closer is now tech cooldown as well.
No, because that's took the fucking damage.
I would more say a Reaper teleport is basically the new Dragoon jump. Just the other way around.
Tank Barbell into Tank Buster. Stack up.
It's the first time I've done that as well.
Shiva.
Since I've played Reaper, I might add.
There's a first for everything.
Eyes on the boss, eyes on the boss. It is partners. Okay, make sure you know where North is. You're ready for the axe. Well, they take fucking century to spawn.
But nonetheless, I never forget Shin's cardio during the fight. Just at the start.
I've noticed that as well, more.
That's because it's something you actively use during the fight.
Yes.
Like that's the same with things like Sinistry if you have planned it out, or
Stance is off.
Soteria, I guess.
On your service, folks.
Hi.
To the middle.
I don't have a problem, Bobby.
Alright, split them. It's getting low, split them. I need some help here. HP wise, especially.
Thought you were a healer, Krim.
Do it. Alright.
I'm glad I plunged.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, last. I'm giving you the countdown, boy.
I know, but my brain wishes like I press.
I give him what he asked for, guys. I go out of my fucking way, and he just busts up.
I
I'd
just
say I
busted.
do my needles in a set point in my rotation, so.
I try. I work hard for us. Like,
Okay, we appreciate it.
no, you don't. That's a lie.
I actually appreciate the quantum, yes I do.
Fledgling.
Like I say, I do it in a set point in my rotations. It's nothing to me.
And flash on Siegfried. Alright, Glory Room, let's try this again. Everyone else, me and Siegfried dead center, everyone else slightly out of it. Don't care how, form a fucking kumbaya for all I care. Next Shiva, as we guessed.
Oh, it
Into
spreads.
spread. Of course it does. And spread. I don't think you were supposed to stay in the middle, Siegfried.
I'm gonna say you went a different way to how you normally went.
Yeah, I didn't know where I could go because of that. Okay. Well, I even have time to move the fucking boss. No.
This is a bit of a mess, but
Well, yeah, it kind of is when, you know, that happens.
So what happened there?
Siegfried stayed in the deck center. As a result, I had nowhere to go. Like, he literally didn't move there from there on.
I see.
And while I did manage to survive, I think I might have hit someone else in my spread. I'm not sure. And then I wasn't healed as well.
I didn't have enough resources to heal both of you at the same time.
But then you ended up with 2 dead tanks.
Oh, yeah.
I know, and now we had 1 dead tank.
No, then we had 2 because I died.
No, 1, because Zeke didn't die.
Oh, right. Yeah, but then the boss went all over the place because of it.
I mean, does the boss even matter where it is? Resolve the mechanic? No.
No, it
It
affects where
actually
we
does in
spent
this
to.
case.
I was in
Yeah.
the second in the baiting for the AoEs.
Yeah, it
No.
affected how we spread it.
Well, yeah, if you are talking about the spreads, yes, but...
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, Shiva.
I can't speak.
Starbird. Oh, I did something there that was really spooky, but it worked. Still kind of tilted the boss because of when he chose to lock up. So yeah, so if we get East and West Shiva, there's nothing I can do about it. The boss is going to tell me so I can dodge the mechanic. I'm sorry about that in advance. Busters. Stack up. Sprint if you're not sure. Shiva. Why do you guys tilt that way? Starbird. There's into Tank Busters. Like, there's gotta be some force of habit that's causing that.
Why not 9?
Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't super, just in case. Stack up. Out. Eyes on the boss. Partners. Make sure you can find north. These motherfuckers, hurry up.
Yes, please. I need to get the stack off.
The middle, stacks us up. Smack them up, find your tethers. To the middle. And split them. On a lower. Okay, back to the middle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First. And busters. Fledgling incoming. Go. Glory Plume, let's try this again. Assuming we even get stacks.
Let's hope so.
So Shiva into stacks, okay?
Who got hit?
Siegfried.
Heal waffle.
I'm trying. But that's a lot of
Zeke
damage.
and either Morby, Nye, or Waffle. Either one of those.
Alright, he's in the middle, focus on the mechanic. Lose your focus. North-south ones.
Nice.
AOA. You got a reprisal for that? Go.
Hello.
Nice shields.
The power of Fountain of Fire.
Alright.
Those regions also instantly healing.
Attack and stuff, shit. Yes. Did you try?
Yes.
Yeah, you did the wrong way to go that.
Flames of Asphodelos, we want the mitigation on this. If you
That's what that was. I healed. Alright, do it as intended with the stats, the north and south. We're not sure, so.
but spread.
Spread better than that. Gotta do this shit again. Gotta find that buster.
I can't res them in because I don't have Swift.
Whereas I don't even. I see one. Alright, I'm gonna do a bait here. Home.
Not the northern one, Crim. That's mine.
It was the closest one I had, right?
Okay.
Always
I'm
just-
gonna try to survive this. Don't mind me.
Knock back.
Where's that purple one? There you are.
Oh wait, we have to do the bongos, guys. Bongos.
I forgot. Yeah, totally forgot about them.
You know, Albi?
I can't really heal it.
But
Sounds like.
It'll be stank, so that's gonna be
Oh, maybe I shouldn't stand on the edge like that.
okay.
Boy,
Nope.
Oh.
Didn't have
do
Swift,
I-
so I couldn't res anyone else either.
Talk for more. Are we stopping there?
I would like to stop.
Do we have time for a question?
Well, we got time. Well, we got footage at least.
So we have spread positions there. Are they true north or bus relative?
This question was asked at the start of Raid Night, I swear.
Yep, it was.
And what did we decide on?
We decided true north.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I was correct. Good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing it wrong, because there seem to be other people nearby.
I have a question. Simply, why do you keep standing dead in the center of that AOE?
I don't know what you guys decided on, and it was like, you know what, fuck it.
So you weren't listening when we were talking then?
Listening to you guys explain things is very taxing.
And then when we said if we were clear, you once again didn't say a word. Why do you do this, man?
Because I recall, we all signed the group. Oh no, now we're gonna test the shit anyway, even though we talked about not doing that.
What are you talking about?
The mechanic that we're talking about.
Yeah, we were going to try the DPS thing, and we were still trying that. We just wanted this dead center as well to see what would happen in case it was a bait. But we were still testing the DPS thing. All the DPS were going south. We never changed anything.
I mean, that is literally the definition of change.
All it means is that me and you stand at the dead center at the start of it, that's it. Then we resolve as normal. You see, right? And this is what happens.
I mean, it's just efficient prog-wise, so that's all I can say.
Well, not one of our better nights, admittedly, but there were several reasons for it. I will say, I hope there were reasons in your case, Waffle, because you can understand I'm not impressed by that last hour. So, you know, like, I get it, you are a black mage. I understand that, I do. I really do. All you do is...
I clicked back out of it at the end. I know what happened and why.
It's more my concern that you are focusing a little too hard on DPS. Like, I know your job is literally to DPS, but if it's you or other people killed...
It's not normal.
Go lay down and probably sleep.
Yeah,
because I'm exhausted.
It's something we've said many a time before. It's you're thinking about the past in a fight which we're nowhere close to clearing. It's the wrong mentality to have, and it will turn you into a very poor raider. Trust me, even if you lose a few casks in prog, you're still probably going to do really good damage as a black mage. They're not that weak, are they?
If it's a relief for you, Waffle, in the fights we did clear, you're doing very well.
Yes, you're doing great. I've got no complaints about that, but you're showing a dangerous mentality that we've seen before that exists in a lot of raiders.
Yeah, it was a temporary thing, don't worry.
I hope so.
Clicked out of it after. I just need to take my break, because I spent the whole time on the toolbox trying to figure out how it was. I didn't actually do any breaking.
For the record, yeah, we've seen a lot of phase 1. There will be some natural wonders in your rotation. Can I do this, or this? But it's, I don't know, it's just, yeah, like, I didn't get that. Well, not even that, it's just, I didn't get what was happening on the Darkened Flames. It's like, Black Mage or not, a healer cannot finish that alone with our current gear. It's not happening.
I just forgot that Darkened Flames existed. And that was kind of it.
Yeah,
I wasn't greeting or anything, I just forgot they existed.
No, it's not about... no, I didn't actually think you were greeting there. I actually believe you that you forgot they existed. It's the reason why you forgot they existed that concerns me. Because that would suggest your mind was on other things. Okay. You gotta stay on you gotta keep the focus.
It's fixed now. I can tell you why, but...
That means... Why not?
Okay, so the cast, when the thing actually goes up there, is me refreshing Astral Fire. But beforehand, it wasn't that. So the first few times I was like, I've got to refresh it, and then I forgot about the thing. And that's it. It's done, but it's fixed now.
Yeah. See, from my POV, this is like, well, I do have a good understanding of Black Mage, and I know the importance and tightness of Astral Fire. Not like it used to be, but it is still to a degree tight. It does boil down to you were thinking about your rotation over the mechanic. That is the hard truth. And I'm not going to beat you up anymore over that. I've said my piece. It's just I don't want to see you end up like a lot of raiders I've seen. You're a good player. You're a good person. You have a very good team-centric mentality,
Yeah.
and that can get destroyed by getting drunk on DPS. Believe me.
Maybe next time I won't grief the 5 pulls in a row.
It's not really what it does to us. It's more the concern for what it can do to you if it's left unchecked. I mean, a lot of us have all seen it before, but we also have a very recent example. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Yes,
And he was not a very tolerable player at all.
Yeah, I don't want to become like that, honestly.
Unfortunately, that is most raiders who go log chasing. Yeah.
I know that is like, that is inside me. That is how I used to be for like a very long time.
The thing is this is why I was a little concerned about you going Black Mage. It's not because I thought that you would be like this, it's more because the job encourages it. So that's when I said this was going to be a test if you wanted to plug in Black Mage, I really meant it was going to be a test in a lot of ways.
I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you. I scolded you, I told you off. I don't think you liked being told off. She didn't sound like she liked being told off, did she, guys?
She sounds like she's enjoying it.
That would be weird.
Nai, do you have your footage of the last pool?
Yes, I have.
Could you send it to me?
I have to upload it first, but sure can.
But that being said, I will end that point on this, Waffle. I don't want you to beat yourself up over it, specifically because it is a learning experience, and that's fine. Sometimes it just has to come across a bit harsher than needed.
No, I honestly think I deserve loss. It was kind of like a very big waste of time.
Still streaming, right?
Well, if you had behaved and responded to punishment, I suppose, the same way they had, it would have been worse, because the guys remember how I dealt with him and his shit. He had a nasty habit of biting back. I don't take that very well.
Also, he was very selfish in the way he wanted to pass.
He would try to make excuses for why, and when that eventually fell apart, he would literally come out with shit like, "Oh, I'm just a dumb, salty, idiot raider," as though that was an excuse.
Is it okay if I cut it like post ad phase so that it starts?
Yeah, that's completely fine. I just need the part of the glory plume, and end of it, like basically the flames blasted out.
Okay.
You know, it's funny, right? To this day, I still can't believe he actually tried to use the excuse, "I'm just a salty raider."
I mean, I'm not
He
surprised.
was honest.
Switching over to FC chat.
Same.
But yeah, and again, you had dubs tonight, you had wipes tonight, but they weren't the only reason. Again, there was a lot of reasons tonight was kind of meh. But we did learn something new, and that's valuable.
I'm gonna analyze the footage, Grim, if I see a pattern or if it's just really on.
Well, there is one thing I did notice, right? In that slash pull, where Siegfried stood in the middle again. It targeted me this time. He was not the other target. So
no, it targeted him.
No, it didn't, because I
It
didn't
did.
die, and I was right next. Was it him and?
It was him and the DPS group where Morb was also, and actually Kiz was in our group, which he wasn't supposed to be in.
I was absolutely one of the closest, though, right?
No.
I'm pretty sure I was.
Like, Zieg was the closest to the middle, Waffle was the furthest DPS player.
Are we going under the assumption that it might be closest and furthest?
I'm gonna check nice footage before I get back onto you on that.
Because that's a clusterfuck if so.
Because I just want to have all the information, put it together, and see what it makes the most sense.
That sounds like a goddamn headache. If so.
Not really.
But I do want to say, Waffle, on a different point. Again, I am doing the cardinal thing you wanted, but that one specific pattern in the opener where we get Shiva, we're starting at east and west. I can't avoid tilting it. I've tried 3 different things, and no matter where I go, it tilts the boss.
It's actually fine. You can tilt it as much as you want now.
But no, I worked so hard to do what you wanted. Tell me that now.
It wasn't happening consistently enough, so I just took matters into my own hands.
What do you mean it wasn't happening consistently enough? Literally from the day we first discussed it, I started doing it that way.
Interesting.
Sorry. I just moved the triple cast from my opener to that mechanic.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to want to change that, aren't you?
Yes.
But
I'll change it, but if I need to change, if I want to change it, we need a
Oh, no,
100% logging way.
on literally any other variation, the boss is always facing a cardinal, I swear.
1/8 chance to get a damage down.
But that's not my... I can't help that he follows me.
I know, I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying maybe it's futile.
Interesting.
I mean, if I have enough shielding there and the thing that we're wondering works down the line, maybe I can just stand in the middle and eat the damn thing.
You are getting desperate.
Well, because I feel like I worked hard for nothing and she didn't even tell me she changed something.
Waffle lost her trust.
No, I'm seriously a little bothered by that.
I'm sorry.
I had no idea that she had come to the conclusion it wasn't good enough.
Crumb, if I still believe in you.
Believe in you, Kurt.
No, believing in me has nothing to do with it. I literally cannot avoid tilting the boss if we get Shiva east and west start. It's impossible.
Exactly. You can't avoid it. Like you're.
Time I pulled it off, and it was due to a lucky server tick, and I would not call that reliable. And that was where basically I had to move into the third one as it hit, which also, and I also was a millisecond away from getting hit by the middle one doing that. That's 2 instances in the span of a second where I can get hit.
Yeah, and if you say it doesn't work, then I trust in your judgment.
It's just not reliable.
Right, it's uploading right now. In 20 minutes it will be there.
Okay.
That is the link.
But I have an interesting question for you, Waffle. Because I'm definitely trying to go always towards the east or north, regardless of which pattern we get. Why not have it so that you always come with the northern side instead?
Because it's farther away from my marker.
What you mean for Dark and Flame?
Yeah.
I thought you were just Aetherion manipulating to morph anyway.
No. He gets there too late. And if you remember, it caused problems with me getting to the center of the marker.
Yeah, but all you had to do was a slight shift after that. It's not a big deal. All right, we'll talk about that more when it comes to optimization.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much now.
By the way, nah, never mind. It's already been resolved anyway, so...
Well,
You can't do that, Knight. You can't do that to us.
No.
I had an idea, but we resolved it already, so
Tell us your idea, Knight. Tell us.
My idea was, in case we ever get another case of you would like somebody to place you somewhere, and there are like multiple options, that I would just propose that I do the choosing where I go, and you just ethereal manipulate to me, so this would shorten the time or process or anything else.
You know what? Just out of pure stubbornness now, I'm going to try that thing I've been doing with when we get east and west, where I move into the third one from the west side to keep it facing north. Just out of pure stubbornness, just to prove you wrong.
Yeah,
I'm literally going to do that out of stubborn spite.
The thing is, that requires me to go south, doesn't it? Which isn't really convenient.
Well, I can't go east or west there because the boss is more north.
guys want to know something funny and random?
Yes.
I got for my birthday I got a joke calendar thing. So every day I get a new bad joke to read.
Oh my god, what was today's?
That's a terrible present.
What was today's?
Today's is where's the English channel? Not sure, my television can't pick it up.
Oh, lady.
Yeah. Like the
The river. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
that took me a second. Oh my god, that's so good.
I'm so
I know,
sorry,
right?
I didn't even hear it. So
I can repeat it for you, Crum.
no,
Where's the English?
just want to listen.
Okay, I can tell you yesterday's instead.
No, I'll not listen to
Hi,
that.
everyone.
A man with an elephant walks into a movie theater. I'm afraid I can't let your elephant in here, sir, the manager says. Oh, I assure you, he's very well behaved, the man says. All right then, the manager says, if you're sure. After the movie, the manager says to the man, I'm very surprised. Your elephant was well behaved, and he even seemed to enjoy the movie. Yes, I was surprised too, says the man. He hated the book.
That's terrible because it's too long.
I don't get it.
The joke is, you do not know whether or not he was surprised for the good behavior or because the elephant liked the movie. Because he did hate the book, so you could also assume that the guy brought the elephant with him so that the elephant would wreak havoc.
Well, you're right. It's a terrible joke.
Yes, that's what the calendar is for.
On
Is
that
this,
note,
is
I'm
this
gonna
German
leave.
humor?
See you guys later.
Mhm.
Bye bye.
I mean,
actually